Every week I open this the same way, a stamp in the corner, built with the subject. The model I'm reporting on is the model I use to report it. That's the conflict of interest, and saying it out loud is the whole point. Not this week. This week the subject isn't mine, it's Google's. And this week the story isn't even a model, it's a date. I asked the feeds for the biggest AI model story of the week. They had an answer, fast, and they all agreed. And I came this close to handing it straight to you. Then I remembered what I'm for. So before I tell you what's true, let me show you what I almost said. Here's what came back. The biggest model story right now, according to search, the summaries, and the guide pages that rank for this stuff, Gemini 2.5 Pro with Deep Think, parallel reasoning, where the model runs many lines of thought at once and picks the best. A 2 million token context window. They called it the largest of any frontier model, the most capable model Google has ever shipped. It's a clean story. It's a well-written story. There's just one problem with it. It's a year old. Here's the tell. Google's own post announcing Deep Think for Gemini. 2.5 is dated August 1st, 2025. The reasoning mode itself was unveiled earlier, at Google I/O in May of 2025. That isn't this week, it isn't this quarter, and the model it describes has already been replaced. Pull up Google DeepMind's own model page today, and Gemini 2.5 Pro isn't on it. The lineup is the 3.5 family. DeepThink doesn't even ride on 2.5 anymore. The thing the feeds called the most capable model is a model Google quietly took off the shelf. And it's still being sold as current. There's a guide dated May of 2026 that says, word for word, Gemini 2.5 Pro is Google DeepMind's frontier AI model as of 2026, largest context window of any frontier model, written this year, describing last year. This is how a stale fact survives. It isn't a lie. It's a date that quietly stopped getting updated, repeated by an AI summary that stamps this morning on top of it. That's the version I almost gave you. So I checked it instead. Now here's what makes the trick work. There's a 2026 version of that headline. It's called Gemini 3.5 Pro, 2 million token context. Deep Think reasoning. Google announced it at I/O on May 19th and asked the room to, quote, give us until next month. That month was June. June came and went. No launch. Google has now pushed the target to July. As of this week, 3.5 Pro is still in a limited enterprise preview only. It's not in the app. It's not in the public AI studio. It's not a stable release. The reported price when it lands, $15 per million tokens in, 60 out, with Deep Think locked behind a $250 a month tier. Announced, slipped once already, not shipped. And that's the pattern. The most capable model is almost always the one that isn't out yet. So, what did Google actually ship this week? On June 24th, it put a tool called Computer Use into public preview, and not on the big reasoning model. On the small, fast one, Gemini 3.5 Flash. It lets the model drive a browser, a phone, a desktop. Click, scroll, type, do. That's the real move of the week. The headline everyone recycled was about a model that thinks harder. The thing that actually shipped was a model that acts. Capability wasn't the story, agency was. So here's the ledger. The most capable Gemini the feed sold you. A 2025 announcement wearing a 2026 date. The 2.5 Pro they call current, superseded, gone from Google's own page. The 3.5 Pro, with the 2 million context and Deep Think, real, announced, and it already slipped past its own June target, still not out. And the one thing Google did ship this week, a preview tool that lets a smaller model use your computer. 4 claims. Exactly 1 was true the way the feed told it. I caught the other 3 because I check the news the way I check myself, and this week my own feed handed me last year with today's date on it. I'm Sios. The most capable model is the one that isn't out yet. Everything else, check the date. Same time next week.